Hi everyone, this is Mateo and I'd like to welcome you aboard On Deck. We'll explore the vessel, discover what makes her truly exceptional. We'll meet the crew, see what life at sea is really like, and take you behind the scenes of the charter world. This is On Deck by Northrop and Yacht. Welcome aboard Canoe Canoe. She's a brand new 2025 custom line, 42 meters. She's doing the Caribbean this winter, available in St. Bart's, St. Martin, and the BVIs. Let me walk you through. Welcome to the master stateroom. It is a true retreat. It's full beam, it offers sweeping views of the ocean, and it's the ideal place to unwind after a day in the islands. Welcome to the sun deck. This is what I like to call the heart of Canoe Canoe, where you'll find the jacuzzi aft, a cold plunge pool, and a beautiful bar for you to enjoy cocktails with the Caribbean views. Hi everyone, welcome aboard Canoe Canoe. We're here with Chef Trang. She is the culinary artist, and we have a few questions for her today. What would you say is your signature dish on board?
I would like to say my signature dish depends on the sea that's beneath us. But if I had to choose one, it would be my coconut lime crusted grouper with mango chili salsa. Mwah! It's delicious. It's bright, tropical, and bursting with flavor. Captures the spirit of the islands in every way.
How would you say that you adapt dishes to guests or regions?
Every charter is a new culinary journey. I tailor menus to each guest's taste, from drawing inspirations from the local flavors, Mediterranean herbs one week, and the Caribbean spice the next.
So what would you say is the most memorable meal that you've served on charter?
A moonlight beach barbecue that we had in Sardinia. And we served fresh lobsters. We also had chill rosé from the south of France, soft guitar music that was played by one of our deckhand, and guests dancing barefoot in the sand. It was pure magic from first bite to last.
How would you say that you source ingredients when you're in remote islands?
You know, I love discovering what the islands has to offer. It's also a challenge, but that's what I love about it. But it's chatting with the local fishermen, visiting markets, even foraging some herbs sometimes, you know, and discovering all that the islands has to offer. Each dish becomes a taste of the destination.
Captain Steve, what would you say makes a great charter experience from a captain's point of view?
Makes best charter experience is when the guests know what they want and we're able to provide it, but mainly defining what they want to do, and we're all on the same page. We're able to provide an experience for them to enjoy the area that we're cruising.
Sounds fair enough. It's good to know what the guests want, and it's good for you to know what you need to do to fulfill everything that they want. So Captain Steve, something that people always want to know is the behind the scenes. So let me ask you, how does the crew prepare before guests arrive?
It's easy, just like any vacation at home or with your family. We provision, we trip plan for weather, prepare the boat, make sure everything's in working order, and we try to rest, but it doesn't seem to work out that well. We're always pretty busy, but it's mainly provisioning and preparing for whatever the trip plans are.
Yeah, it's a lot of moving parts, but you guys make it all happen, and it's a fairy tale. So Captain Steve, we're obviously aboard a premium boat. It's beautiful inside and out. When you have guests come on board, what's the first thing that they say when you're greeting them?
They always say it's a beautiful boat. happy to be here. And they usually make themselves at home pretty quickly. It's a very comfortable boat, modern inside, and she's brand new, so that helps a lot. But most of the time they always just say she's a beautiful boat, happy to be here.
Something I noticed is that it smells brand new inside.
It smells like a new car or a new plane, correct?
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for doing the interview with us.
Yeah.
And we hope to bring you a lot of charter guests.
Yeah.
We're here with Denny. He's the first officer on board Canoe Canoe.
Welcome.
And something that a lot of people ask me is, what's a first officer? What does he or she do? And in your way, if you want to explain to the viewers, what would you say is your role as a first mate?
As a first mate, there could be like two roles. Basically, it's assisting the captain with managing the vessel. Safety comes first, so in terms of getting the vessel ready for passage, whether to the Caribbean or whatever destination that we have planned. And then it comes down to managing the crew, make sure everyone is comfortable. And then it goes on the exterior, which is dealing with the deck, ensure the boat looks good for the owners and for guests coming on board. So basically it's a transitioning of helping the captain into managing your own deck area.
Yeah, that sounds like it's a very multifaceted position, because not only are you managing, but you're also physically helping on deck.
Basically,
so
yes.
I would say that you're doing a lot of work.
A lot of work, definitely.
So Denny, on Canoe Canoe, there are many toys and you guys offer a lot of activities. What would you say are your favorite activities to entertain guests on board?
Okay, so basically different guests would come with different ideas of different forms of entertainment that they previously probably their personal lives they enjoy. So we have like a variety of different toys. Also we provide probably land excursions. Some people like hiking and stuff like that. But with our toys we have like we have jet skis, we have e-foils, we have some sea bobs, paddle boards if people just want to go for a paddle. So we have like a variety of different toys. We also have our swim platform that would turn into a beautiful lounge where the guests could enjoy the relaxation, enjoy maybe a sunset, or just enjoy having a drink. So we have different ways of entertaining our guests. The land excursions, we probably might bring the guests for a hike. We have those that are physically fit, probably bring them for a hike, let them enjoy the fresh air coming from these beautiful islands.
Right.
So these are some of the entertainments and stuff we bring to guests.
You have a 43-foot Jupiter tender.
Yes, we do.
And you yourself, you're a fisherman.
Yes, I am. So we also offer fishing excursions for the guests. I also do a lot of sea dives and maybe a couple of night dives as well. So if we have any guests that loves to do maybe spear fishing or maybe do fishing and stuff, we also have these entertainment for them as well. We do trawling, which is one of my favorite. Some of the beautiful fishes that we catch, the mai-mais, wahoos, and then we could have the chef probably prepare it so the guests could enjoy these lovely catches.
That's amazing. So
Yes.
guests will never go bored on Canoe Canoe with
Definitely.
all of the water toys, the activities, the excursions, and not only that, with the wellness center up on the sun deck. And then after doing all of that, they can come in here and they can relax.
Exactly, relax with the interior crew where they could enjoy the meals and have maybe enjoy the cocktails, however they want to.
Yeah, I sure did. So to really sell Canoe Canoe to prospective charters, what would you say is the biggest selling point of Canoe Canoe?
Okay, Canoe Canoe, when I first came on the vessel, it's a brand new 2025. So basically the appearance of the vessel, I'm pretty much impressed, and we have had a lot of people enjoy seeing how beautiful the boat is. So definitely it's one of the modern day style vessels. So when guests come on board, they're definitely gonna enjoy the luxurious part of this vessel.
Yeah, the boat really does sell itself.
It does.
And You guys are just the cherry on top, I would say.
Definitely.
Thank you, Denny.
No problem.
Appreciate your time.
All right.
We're here with the interior team's superstar, Emily, and we'll be asking her a few questions. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Very good, thank you. So, Emily, a lot of the guest experience hinges on the success of the interior team. What would you say is the thing that makes great service at sea?
I would say what makes great service at sea is anticipation, knowing what the guest wants before they have to ask. The yacht's very intimate, so every small detail counts.
I do feel like that's very accurate because when we're putting the charter together, we have to gather the preference sheets in advance, way in advance, so that way you guys can prepare. And sometimes they don't happen as quickly as we want them to happen, but you guys still make it happen.
Yep, it's key.
Usually when guests leave, they leave with good memories of what happened on board. What would you say are some special moments or surprises that you have for guests?
I love creating personable, memorable moments for guests that they'll cherish after their trip. Some fun things we may do is doing a themed excursion for the day, like a pirate-themed treasure hunt that we'll do for families, usually on our tender. Or for couples that are celebrating an anniversary, we may do a surprise vow renewal on our sun deck at sunset. Moments like these often come from small details mentioned in passing, but turning those moments into something meaningful is what makes the experience special.
That's so special that you left me speechless. So obviously being on a yacht is very different from being at home. How do you make guests feel at home when they're aboard a 140-foot yacht?
So a yacht is a luxury experience, but it should never feel too stiff for a guest. I focus on learning a guest preference very early, like how they like their coffee in the morning, how they would prefer their cabin to be set up, and I maintain that consistency throughout their stay.
So Emily, this has been very insightful. I appreciate the amazing feedback you've given me about everything that you guys do in the interior team to make us happy. Is there anything that you want to say to guests before we go?
It was great chatting with you, and we're just excited to have every guest on board, see who comes on board. We're excited to make great trips for everybody.
Amazing, thank you.
Thanks.
Well, as I enjoy myself in this beautiful foredeck, I now bring it to you guys to take the opportunity to get in touch with us so that you can enjoy everything we just showed you aboard Canoe Canoe.